Hello everyone, we are here at the Solantra Select Suites. We will be interviewing Rasheeah Burrell, the marketing and branding guru. Let's see what she has to say.
Do you have any questions? Whoa, you need to know about beauty. Ask Dani. Need to know about business. Ask Dani. What do you need to know? Ask Dani. Will you ask Dani? Dani. Will you ask Dani? Dani. Will you ask what you need to know? Will you ask Dani?
My name is Rasheeah Burrell. My profession is the beauty industry, but my target profession is marketing and branding. Currently, I have a book out called Marketing Me, The Survival Guide to the Beauty Industry, and then I'm working on my major project, which is the Brand Building Beauty Expo, which is going to be in 2016. And then we're working on a beauty business training course for beauty professionals. People consider me maybe a mentor because I'm accessible to them. I am very relatable. I don't mind passing on information. I don't mind connecting people with the right people. I'm just big on, like I said, the personal development of people as a whole. I'm so passionate about the beauty industry because I believe that it's just a gift. Ever since I could remember, I've always loved the beauty and fashion industry. So when I found my way through the industry, it was challenging, but I knew this is where I belong because it was effortlessly. I would do things just by nature. Death is my greatest motivation. Every time I go to someone's funeral service, it is kind of heartbreaking to see that people never live their lives and they never follow their dreams. So that kind of what pushes me to keep on going and keep pushing and don't let time wait for nobody or nothing. My faith plays a huge role in my business. It's actually the foundation of my business because 9 times out of 10, you probably don't have no money. So you need faith. And faith will bring you more money. I can be found on all social media networks. Rasheeah Burrell, my name, no underscore, no hashtag, no nothing. Also, I have a website, which is www.rasheeahburrell.com. I also have a YouTube channel coming out called The Industry TV. And also, I can be reached by phone, 410-814-8956.
So Rasheeah, what are you out here today doing?
Today, I'm out basically doing my routine, my weekly routine. Where I'm seeing my clients, passing out flyers, getting them pumped up for the Brand Building Beauty Expo for next year. I'm just basically doing my thing, doing what I normally do.
And who do you have with you today?
I have Jonae. Jonae is coming on board as a beauty business consultant, and she's also one of my assistants for the Brand Building Beauty Expo.
Now you told us who she was, but what is her role in BBBE?
Her role at the Brand Building Beauty Expo is basically kind of to oversee my to-do list of keeping classrooms in order or overseeing the staff that we're going to have there.
Now with the BBBE, are you actually currently promoting, or do you want other interns or people like that can actually help?
The interns that we're looking for currently will be people who have like a background of media, PR, marketing, business management skills.
Now, what have you learned? What have you actually encountered since you've been training with Rasheeah?
Since I've been training with Rasheeah, I have learned to be more vocal and to get my name out there more, along with the product lines that we carry, which is Nairobi, and just be more personable with people, because that's how you build relationships, that's how you build clientele, by being more personable and relatable to people.
What are you looking forward to with BBBE this year?
And I am looking forward to meeting the different instructors for the classes, meeting different stylists, and just learning more about their techniques and what they do in the industry itself.
Now, Rasheeah, I remember I remember you at the state board. Okay. I think that was like our first encounter to actually kind of talk one-on-one.
Right.
But I've been to several events that you were a part of and that you coordinated.
Okay.
And what I must say is that you have a gift for the people. Oh. Okay. I think I even called you the mayor and the pope.
Right.
Like that's kind of like what puts me in mind, because everybody, no matter what religion, no matter what,
Right.
loves the Pope.
Right.
Am I right?
Right, absolutely.
Okay, so he's like that person to kind of keep everybody together,
Right.
keep everything kind of smooth, you
Right.
know? And I see your relationship with barbers, with the nail techs, with the stylists, you know. Everybody kind of gathers around Rasheeah for that motivation.
Right.
Because you're like telling us we could do it.
Right.
Okay, so that's what I love about you. That's what makes me kind of stay connected with you.
Okay.
And even in our personal conversations, you know, on business, it's like you are like, you could do it.
Right.
You know, and we talk about some stuff that goes on.
Right.
You know, we laugh about it, and then we like, oh my goodness, you won't believe.
Right.
But then it's like, you know what? At the end of the conversation, what happens? We reel it back in.
Right.
Okay.
And get it done.
So I just want everybody to really know that about you. You know, that personal side of you, that passionate side. And I would like to ask you where that passion comes from. Like, what is the drive behind that passion?
I think it's more so of how I was brought up, more so of me wanting more out of life. You know, I have been exposed to, you know, a lot of different type of lifestyles, from poor to richness. You know, I had I done seen both sides. So I choose to be wealthy. So I strive for that. I keep pushing for that. So in the mix of that, when I do a lot of reading and listen to audio, they say that in order for you to build an empire, you must help people build theirs as well. So it's like, why should I want to be by myself at the top when I can bring people up with me?
Yes.
So.
That passion, it shows really clear. It shows in everything that you do. I just want people to know that you are passionate about their business, not
Right.
just your business, and it shows. But let's talk about the BBBE, the
Okay.
Brand Building Beauty Expo.
Yes.
It's a lot in one mouthful,
Yeah.
but from my experience, I experienced greatness. Like
Okay.
when I was a vendor and I was actually an educator at your event, I was sold out of product.
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Like, I had to actually send books to
Oh,
some
for real?
people. I had to start a list at the event, okay, because I wasn't even prepared to sell out. So your event is definitely a blessing to so many.
Right.
Definitely a blessing to so many. And just kind of speaking with other vendors and other educators, they experienced the same thing.
Right.
What was the feedback that you got from the vendors, from the educators about the event? Like, how did it actually help their business?
Everyone's feedback was pretty much the same. Like you said, they pretty much said the same thing. And a lot of times when you're building something, people always keep their eyes on the money. Well, you're really supposed to keep their eyes on the result of the whole entire event. So the whole time that I was pushing the event, the only thing that was in the back of my mind to make sure that the stylists and the barbers benefited, the vendors benefited, like everyone at the table who came actually benefited from the event. And it was executed, and it turned out perfect. It turned out the same way I imagined it to turn out. So it was kind of like a blessing, and it goes back to like your mindset, what you think you become. So every day I got up, I said, this event is going to be epic. It's going to be sold out. It's going to be this. It's going to be great. Just this and that. And I said it every day up until the event. I used to visualize how the event would look. And when I walked in that room the last day, it looked exactly how I envisioned it.
Wow.
So that's what I think that plays a huge part in when you build anything, that you must know in your mind that it's going to work and keep pushing for it. Because it's the energy that you put out there. If I would have said it's going to be bad, ain't nobody going to show up, people wouldn't have showed up, it would have been bad. But I said it's going to be great. So it turned out to be a great event for everyone involved. The people who the venue it was, they loved it because it brought exposure to their venue. You know, the vendors, they made money, they built relationships. The people who came, the participants, they learned new skills. They built long-lasting relationships with other stylists in different states. So it was really, really, it was beautiful.
And I've heard the saying, you know, your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
You have created a very large network
Yes.
of all kinds of people, okay? And if the audience is actually following you, they could see where you're at, the people that you know, how you're just kind of rubbing elbows with different people, and you're just really branding.
Yes.
You're branding not only yourself, but I see you pushing other people's products. I see you just kind of really just sewing into other people.
Right.
Now, with that being said, what do you have to say to those that are, I would say, less motivated? Like, some people are just naturally gifted in whatever field they are in.
Right.
But for those who's kind of like trying to find their passion and their purpose, what would you say to them that just kind of don't know at this moment?
I would say don't worry about money and follow your heart. A lot of times people jump into positions because they're looking at the dollar amount or how much that industry makes or this and that, but they're not following their heart. If you would take them back to their childhood and ask them when they were 5 years old what they wanted to be, they would say something like an astronaut or I want to be this, an actor. Like Steve Harvey talked about when he was in school and the teachers asked him what they wanted to be. And he said, I want to be on TV. And the teacher said, do you know anybody on TV? He said, no. But because he said he wanted to be on TV and she didn't know nobody on TV, she tried to shoot down his dreams. A lot of times when we grow up, we have people who steal our dreams from us. And with me, nobody could ever steal my dream because this has always been a dream of mine, to be in the beauty industry and to kind of lead the beauty industry into another direction. So I would tell anybody that's just looking for motivation to actually sit down and take a quick evaluation of who they are as an individual and what their strengths and their weaknesses are, because that's what it narrows down to. I know I'm not good at financial stuff, so I don't talk about financial stuff. I got a financial coach that's gonna be there talking about that, but I'm good at marketing and branding. I know my strengths. So that's what it all boils down to, knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. Like a lot of people jump in the hair industry because they think it's quick money. It's a hustle. This is not a hustle. This is a business. I
can't stand that word.
This is a business, and you cannot build a solid business on a hustle. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to sit down and go to the table and say, hey, these numbers not matching up. Because women lie, men lie, but numbers do not lie at the end of the day, and the numbers got to be right. So.
Excellent. Well, I just really want to conclude with really the BBBE event. Like, who needs to be there? Like, who's your target audience?
My target audience is barbers, hairstylists, makeup artists, fashion stylists, students, anybody who's looking to open up a salon, anyone who's looking to start a product line, makeup line, or come up with a tool. Anybody that's in the beauty industry as a whole needs to be there. Even people that do what you do, interviewing, bloggers. Everyone needs to be there because collectively it's going to be something major, especially for next year. We're bringing back Tabitha again. She did an outstanding job. We're also looking to bring back some more celebrities. I'll be releasing them, as time goes on. But the overall mission of the BBE is to get people thinking like a corporation and not self-employed.
Yes.
Because it's easy to be self-employed. You just go down to the state building, get your information,
get the license.
I got a business. But you can't have a business if you don't have no clients. So first, I call them people entrepreneurs. They want to be in business. To be in business is to understand what you're here for and what is your why. So that's what we're trying to pull a lot of people. What is your why in life? And sometimes it takes somebody talking to you because you have to listen. You have to listen to what's around you. You have to be aware. You have to raise your awareness. People don't do that. People I need to do this, I need to do that, whereas though they not actually sitting down saying, hey, what is for me? So that's what the BBE is about, bringing out the best in the people.
Yes. And not just jumping on anything that somebody tell you is what's going on right now. Yeah. Your business cannot be a trend.
Nope.
It can't be a trend.
And you can't service everybody. If you have a business that you say is for everybody, it's no business for nobody. And that's just what it is. You have to have a target audience. You have to have a demographic. It has to make sense at the end of the day.
Yes. Now, when is the BBBE? I mean, how can they purchase the tickets? I mean, they just want to know how to be at that event.
Well, the Brand Building Beauty Expo will be March 20th and 21st. It's a 2-day event. We will have hands-on classes in the areas of lash extension, unit making, and advanced hair cutting. We're also going to have makeup classes, beauty business classes, financial coaching, hair loss. I mean, it's just the list goes on.
It's a lot of classes.
Yeah, it's over 25 different classes. So they pay one flat fee. They come in and they take all the classes that they want to take for just that one flat fee. The event is also catered for 2 days. So I take pride in making sure I feed my people. Because,
we like to eat.
We like to eat, for real.
For
Not
real.
the fake kind, the real kind of eating.
Yes.
So the event will be catered. We have 4 sponsored caterers coming out to provide us with the food. Also, they can purchase the tickets at www.brandbuildingbeautyexpo.com or eventbrite.com, and we also offer payment arrangements for the platinum ticket, which is the highest ticket that we sell.
Okay, and that's for how many classes? The platinum ticket, what does that include?
That includes one hands-on, a meet and greet with Tabitha, and then over 20 classes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I want to really close out because you are the marketing and branding expert, okay?
Really?
So, yes, you are. Just know that. So what a business without a brand and without actually doing the footwork of marketing is basically nothing.
It won't survive.
It won't.
It won't. People are attracted to things that attract them. So if you have a business that's not attractive, people are not going to come spend money at your business. People wonder why, like, you charge $150 for weeds and somebody can charge $500-$600 and they doing the same.
And then they
weed.
mad because
And
they
you
charging
mad.
that much. Like,
Right.
well, you shouldn't do that.
No, but you can't be mad because she marketed herself accordingly to get the people to pay what she want them to pay. That's what she knows she's worth. Everybody need to know what their worth is out here. I'm not charging nobody no $100 for no weed. So, no, I don't like doing weed. So I'm gonna charge like $600-$700. So you won't get it because I don't even want to do it. You know.
You gonna up that price?
Yeah, like, you know, I do one a year. I can't. You know.
But tell the
Yeah.
audience, like, what is the basis of the branding? You know, why do you need to brand, basically?
You need to brand because you need to bring awareness to your product or services. If you're in business to make money. Let's not forget what we came here for. A lot of people say, well, I don't need a lot of money. Well, what you in business for? You need to go work at McDonald's. That's what the Wolf of Wall Street said. Go work at McDonald's. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me how people just jump into a business just to say they're in business, but they don't want to work. They don't want to. They don't want to.
They want that money though, but they don't want to do the
They don't
work
want to
behind
invest.
it.
You have to invest. I invest tens of thousands of dollars in like my events, and people think it's just easy because it just looks easy because I make it look easy. But that's a big bill that I have to put up. I have to make sure everything is paid. I have to make sure, you know, the marketing materials look according. I have to make sure the website is up. I have to make sure everything is up and running. That means I work from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. Every single day. You know, I put everything, my heart and my soul, my blood, sweat, and tears into my brand because if I go work a 9 to 5, I'm gonna have to do the same thing for them. So why not do it for me? So.
Well, we're going to conclude, but I just appreciate you. I thank you, you know, on behalf of everyone that you are actually helping and you are helping to brand their business.
Right.
I would like to thank you for them.
Thank you.
But let everyone know one more time, okay, the date, how they can reach you, and then we'll be done.
Okay. So the date is March 20th and 21st, 2016. I can be reached at www.brandbuildingbeautyexpo.com or eventbrite.com. Also, you could download the Brand Building Beauty Expo app, which is the BBBE app. That also keeps you connected, you know, right at their hands. You can download the app, you can get tickets, you can get information about jobs and anything else that's coming up.
Great. And again, thanks, Rasheeah.
You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Will you ask Dani?
Don't forget to subscribe, like, tag, and share.